by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a vision.
Send me calling, ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning, I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a vision. Jumping in the bed with two dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. They shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Vic Beasley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Justin Hardy deep for Atlanta. Fielded at about the 28. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Ryan. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Ryan to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
21.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Just last week, Charles, you mentioned Christian McCaffrey needs to become a bigger force in that Carolina run game. Well, he listened to you because against Cincinnati, Week 3, 28 carries, career-high 184 yards.
And that's not easily done because the Cincinnati...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Ryan. It's caught inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. Well, before last week, Dan Quinn said that he wanted to get Calvin Ridley more involved in the offense, and he did that. 7 catches, 146 yards, 3 touchdowns against the Saints.
And compare that with just 4 catches in the first 2 weeks of the NFL season. So, yeah, DQ, he told his coaches what he wanted. They got right to it, and Calvin Ridley, boy, what a big day. Julio Jones only had 3 touchdowns all of last year. But keep this in mind. All the coverages are going to kick towards Julio Jones. This gives Calvin Ridley a great opportunity to continue to have days such as he had on Sunday.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the...
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. 180. Do something. Hey.
Again, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Set. 180. Hey.
Out of the gun, Newton. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. In for the score. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The 2nd half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Tuesday.
Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Get up! Here we go!
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Flush to his right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
21. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. On 1st down, it's Newton. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Newton to throw, escaping the pressure right. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Gun. Set. 180. Hey.
From the 50, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. Green. Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. On the crossing route, complete. That's Bird. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Hey, let's go. 11.
To throw on third down. Ryan. It's complete. Hooper. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And Jones has it over the middle. He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Gun.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of one. And Bryant's kick is good. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Reach halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dontari Poe in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. 5 as they convert on third. They toss to Freeman, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
He got 29 yards that time.
Hey, let's go.
On first down, Ryan. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 30 yards there.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s, moved through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage. We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Gun. You're set. Black 80. 20. 42, Black 42. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.